what is the most important focus a parent need to have when raising their children?
That's a very good general question. It's hard to put it into one focus, but if I had to put it into one focus, I would say what you want is to have children who are rooted in themselves. And that ties with the name of the book, Raising Our Children, Raising Ourselves, because for your child to be rooted in herself or himself, you have to be rooted in yourself, so that you are not running around trying to make your child behave a certain way to impress someone. And then they learn, oh, I have to behave so mom looks good. They may not know it consciously in that way, but it does become a commitment or a way of being to please other people, to not have boundaries, to not really listen to oneself. So when I listen to oneself, to myself, I generally do the right things in life. But when I try to do something that isn't authentic to me, that isn't what's right for me, but I'm trying to please someone else or to accommodate, or because I'm afraid what they would say, then I'm in trouble. And for kids, it's even the dangers of molestation, the dangers of, as teenagers, being under the peer pressure. All of those things, children who are rooted in themselves don't fall for peer pressure. A child who is rooted in themselves, a teenager who is rooted in themselves, are not going to have some person tell them what to do with their body or what's pleasing to them and what's not pleasing to them, because they know it's about me. I know inside what's right. And it really, and those things start with simple things like sleeping with your baby and young child. Because some people tell me, but wouldn't he not be independent? And I say it's the other way around. Because when your child wants to sleep with you and the baby gives you cues that they want to be next to you all the time, and you say to the child, to the 4 years old or 5 years old, no, you should sleep in your own room or in your own bed, and they want to sleep with you, what are you teaching them? Don't listen to yourself. You feel like sleeping with your parents' bed. Don't listen to that voice of yours. Instead, listen to me. Listen to another person that tells you what to do with your body, with your thinking, with your emotions, with what you feel inside. So it makes you dependent, not independent. So sleeping alone is not being independent. It's just being alone in a bed. Independence means where I sleep or where I be or what I learn is something that I discover from inside of me, not because someone else is manipulating me and deciding for me and telling me how I should feel. So I would say that to start, because there are lots of things that are core issues, the other main core issue is really constantly be consistent with love. Not with rules, but with love. Then you can talk about integrity, about stay connected, always look at reality. So there isn't one thing, but your question definitely was very good in bringing it to focus. Like when we do all these things, loving, kindness, connection, integrity, honesty, the result is this authenticity and this being rooted in oneself is a context where all these things, all the other things, and the love and connection can more easily happen. Because we lose love when we think that we have to impress someone else and not really be real with what we see as the best thing to do.